as you guys know, my dog is missing because of the negligence of another dog being unleashed, despite what people are trying to say all over the internet, saying it's my fault. Yeah, this happened before Valentine's Day, and it's been rough. There was one day I was doing stuff like normal, and I was like, oh, I need to give Hershey her treat because she really loves these like bacon strips, right? And so I went to I was going to give her one, right? I didn't grab it yet, and I was like, oh, she's not here, you know? And it's just one of those things that's been difficult having to deal with because it's cold. It was cold today, and it's supposed to snow, and we're hoping maybe that, you know, we're kind of hoping she's still out there, and maybe she's just hiding, and she'll come back. My mom hasn't been doing good with like Hershey. She thinks of Hershey and she cries. Like, I'm the same way because, you know, we've had that dog. Yeah. So we've been looking everywhere, Facebook. So Animal Welfare has a lost pet reward. No, a lost pet. My brain went blank. What is it? Report. A lost pet report. So they know my dog is lost. They know my dog is lost. So if they find a dog similar to mine, they'll call us. Because I kept calling them and asking them. And finally, someone said, you don't need to call us. We'll call you if we find a dog like yours. And I'm like, okay. I also called the non-emergency number, which is 242 cops, to press charges. I said I want to press full charges because they fled. They left. And they have their dog and I don't have mine. Right? They fled. They checked out real quick. 2 people that day checked out real quick that seemed really suspicious. So, I wanted to press charges. The police told me, well, the non-emergency number told me, this isn't a police issue, ma'am. This is a animal control issue. And I was like, okay. So I call animal control. We're going to have to send a police officer out to file a report. Why are you sending police if it's not a police issue? The police still haven't shown up. They said because it's not an emergency, police will show up when they can. You still haven't shown up. They probably have to look at the cameras. I don't even know who these people are. They're just gone. I haven't seen them since. They have their dog, which was let me tell you something. This was a giant dog. A big black pit bull. Huge. When that dog busted the door open and threw my mom to the floor, I was freaking out. I kept saying, oh my God, because I didn't know if this dog was vicious. And it was huge. And when I saw this dog bust the door down and I saw how the size of this dog, yeah, my dog slipped out of the collar because she was scared. Trying to get away from this dog because the dog was still chasing my dog. Mind you, the owner's standing in the door, the other owner's standing in the room, and they're not even doing anything to get their dog that is still chasing my dog. And then he leaped over the bed, so I went. Because, you know, you don't pull your dog by the leash. That'll injure your dog more, okay? So I went to pick up my dog. And the next thing I know, my dog is terrified. So my dog slipped out of the collar. She flew out of the door because she leaped out of the door and went running. She's trying to get away from this dog. Well, if I press full charges, I think I'm going to sue them. I really am. You know, I talk about suing a lot of people here, but no, this is no joke because, look, my dog is missing, right? Is it lagging? It's always lagging. I don't know. I'll never understand it. But anyways, so I don't have my dog. My dog is missing out there somewhere. My dog is lost. They have their dog. They could have at least said, look, we're sorry that we caused this. Let us help you look for your dog. No. When my dog jumped out of the room is when they decided to grab their dog by the collar that was sitting by the sink. They fled. They left. The leash laws in New Mexico state, if they do not have their dog on a leash, it is 18 months jail time or a fine. That's why they left. They didn't want to face whatever was coming to them because they know they was in the wrong. Their dog was unleashed. Our dog was on a leash. Who do you think that they're going to look at? Yes, so we went, right when it happened, we were looking, we called her. I took her dog treats out. I shook her dog treats. I walked all around the property. We called her because obviously she's not going to come. She's scared. That's why she didn't come. That's why she didn't come to us calling her, because this dog's chasing her. She's scared. They told my brother that she went out the gate, so my brother went running, right? He booked it out, booked it to the gate to look. He drove around, so he drove to the nearest neighborhood. He looked. We got up early. I got up early, it was 6. And I kept getting up early every day and going out looking, calling, taking her dog treats. The day that she went missing, my brother said, put her bowl out there with food and water, and we'll see if she comes back, right? So I put it out there. I went to sleep and I was dreaming. I could hear my dog whining, so I had woke up. It was 5 a.m. I go to the door. I see there's been food eaten and there's water spilled, where it looked like a dog had drank water. And I noticed there was a dog that was loose, no leash, running around. And that dog had eaten the dog food and the water. And I was upset. I just go away, and I just started crying because that was kind of mean. But this dog kept trying, and I was no, because of, okay, we get it. Don't spam share. It's annoying. Yeah. My dog isn't going to jump into a car, but they said if dogs are scared, which my dog was scared when my dog fled. And I do want to say this because this is we don't know if my dog's injured either. We don't know the severity of my dog's injuries because my dog leaped, is gone. We couldn't find her. They say if dogs are scared, they'll hide under cars. You have to call out to them, or else you won't know. If you're just looking and not calling, your dog could be under a car and you won't know it, right? And so my dog, yeah, so I took her treats and I was shaking it and calling her because I was thinking and I was saying words and phrases that she would probably come, do you want some chicken, because my dog likes chicken nuggets. So I would be come get your nuggets, come get some nuggets, things like that. Or I tried playing squeaky noises because there's a dog living in that. There's 2 dogs. So I was over here and I heard cars honking, right? And I look because I'm because it could possibly be my dog that's running in traffic, right? There's this brown dog. I couldn't really tell how small it was until I noticed it wasn't my dog, because it was a medium-sized brown dog. But then I go over because I'm making sure. I could have sworn I saw 2 dogs, one smaller brown dog with this other dog. And so there's a little ditch type thing, a ditch hole where people, it looks like there's someone living in there because there's a tarp. And I know there's a dog living in there. And I wasn't sure if it was Hershey, so I went over there. I was playing squeaky noises because sometimes my dog reacts to certain sounds and starts whining. Nothing. Oh, and that's another thing. So my brother's friend was with him and was being very insistent, there's Hershey. They saw Hershey on the side of the road. So my brother stopped to make sure. He's walking up to this dog. He comes home, right, and he says, viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warning, guys, trigger warning. And I'm oh my God, I'm freaking out because I'm I hope this isn't Hershey. I hope this isn't Hershey. Someone left a dog on the side of the road, split in half. And I couldn't believe it. I was I was relieved it wasn't Hershey, but it was like a sad feeling because that could be someone's pet that is also missing, or someone dumped. And you drive off and leave this dog in the side of the road. I couldn't. I was just crying, but I was so thankful it wasn't Hershey. I was very thankful. But, you know, people keep telling me to have hope, and it's been like almost a month. I'm trying to have hope, but, you know, I'm looking everywhere. There was one dog I could have swore was my dog. The lady was like, we already found its owner, its home. I'm sorry, that's not your dog. And, you know, I don't know how to function, you know? It sucks not having a pet. It feels empty, very empty, you know? I try the best that I can, but it's like, this could have all been avoided had you had your dog on a leash. I don't know what it is about people that improperly take care of pets. If you know you have a dog that size, which is literally a pit bull, you should know to keep it on a leash. How are you going to stop your dog from attacking another dog if it runs up to attack a dog? You can't pull it back by the leash because, mind you, big dogs, you can pull them by the leash, right? Little dogs, do not pull them. Pick them up. So, how she got out in the first place, my mom took her outside to use the restroom. You guys know, thank you for the money gun. We have to take our dog out. Our dog cannot be using the restroom in a motel room, like inside the room. My mom took the dog out to go to the restroom. And because my dog always notifies us now because we ended up teaching her, even though she's a lot older, we ended up teaching her to go to the door. And she'll tell us when she needs to go out. So when my mom took her out, I could hear like two dogs attacking each other. I heard growling, and I recognized my dog's growl. And that's how I knew that my dog was fighting something else. And in this area we were in, because we've been around this area before, I've seen a wolf attack a bunny rabbit, sadly. And I thought it was a wolf. I couldn't see at first until I got up to help my mom. And when the door was cracked open, I saw a black figure go one way and saw my dog go the other way. And I saw a black thing come this way and my dog come this way. And that's when I noticed, when I opened the door, I saw this big, huge pit bull was trying to chase my dog. And my dog is like scared, you know, because my dog is in attack mode to defend my mom, because this dog ran up to my mom and my dog. Huge pit bull. And so I open the door, we get the dog in, right? And that's when the dog busted the door open, threw my mom down, because I turned around and closed the door. I said, I have to hurry up and close this door. This dog is going to come back in. So when I turn around to close the door, right? That's when the dog busted the door open, because it's a huge dog. Threw my mom on the floor. My mom struggling to get up. Hopped over the bed, right? Because you guys remember I said I couldn't remember if he hopped over the bed after my dog ran out or before, but hopped over the bed. I go to pick up my dog because I'm not going to drag my dog by the leash. So I go to pick up my dog. My dog is still terrified because it's still trying to chase my dog. Slipped out of the collar and leaped out of the door and went running. By this time, I'm trying to get situated because I'm in my pajamas. I'm trying to get properly dressed. I'm trying to make sure no other animals get attacked. Nobody else is going to get attacked by this dog. The owner's standing there. The other owner, while all this is going on, come here, come here. Like, that's going to work. My brother had already been notified, was running, sprinting to the gate to look for her. I'm hurrying up to get ready so I could look, get my dog. The dog sat right there, the big dog, by the sink. She finally walked over and grabbed it after my dog jumped out of the door. This happened at like 8 or 9. So 10 comes, 12 a.m. comes, 1, 2, and 3. And as you know, what happened after that, we still hadn't found my dog and we had to go to sleep. It's been almost a whole month, and it sucks. It's like you being negligent with pets, right? And not having your dog on a leash caused my dog to not be here, and you fled You didn't have the audacity to be like, well, it's our fault. Let us help you look for your dog. You just point over there. And then you check out right away. My dog could be out there hurt. We don't know how badly hurt she is because she hasn't come back. I can't. We've had her for almost 8 years, you know? We've had my dog for almost 8 years and it sucks. I no longer have my dog anymore, and the amount of people that are so awful. You know, I was debating whether or not to come on the internet, and someone literally has the nerve to crop my face out and post it on Facebook and tell people that it's their dog that's missing, or to tell me that. What did you really do to Hershey? It sucks. You know, it's so messed up. I can't even grieve the loss of my dog. Like, I'm trying to have hope, you know? I'm trying to have hope that maybe I'll find my dog, but it's been almost a month. You know? What did you really do to Hershey? Or like, Hershey ran away to a good home. Like, I made this joke. I had to laugh about this because I already thought of what trolls were going to say. And I had made this joke, like, people are going to say, she's free, Hershey is free. Like, I just thought of what people were going to say. But it sucks. It sucks. You know? We've had that dog for like 8 years and I couldn't picture life, you know, without my pet. I just think about her a lot, all the time. And I you know, and like the comments don't really bother me because at this point, I don't care about trolls or what people have to say about what really happened to Hershey. Like, I don't have to defend myself. Like, what does people think? I was gonna stand there and not help my mom and my dog, who I think were being attacked, just to film for proof for the internet? I shouldn't have to. Like,
you posted what happened to Hershey so that maybe people who do care can help us to find her.
But that was not the case because a lot of the
people in my
comments,
live stream are over here saying they're glad that she's dead. That's sick.
on top of that, literally advocating for people to kidnap my dog if they find it and keep my dog. Do you know how difficult it is to... I see people with their dogs. I see people with their pets. I literally see people. And me, I don't have my pet. It sucks. The office, that's another thing. The lady that was working at the office at night, my brother went to tell her and she was like, well, what kind of a dog is it? Was like having an attitude. Like, my dog is missing. And the night that I was just looking for my dog, the girl in the office is jamming with her headphones on. And it's like, you literally have an attitude. You didn't assess the situation correctly, because if you did, you would have went to those people's room and would have been like, what happened? Like, and you would have addressed the situation. No, you're walking around jamming out like as if nothing happened. If that dog would have attacked a person, then what would you have done? This is, you work here, right? You're liable. This is your motel, right? Well, they don't own it, but you work for this motel. Imagine if that dog attacked a human being. You're responsible. You have to assess the situation. It happened on your property. For you to be like, and acting like as if not a care in the world is crazy. She was singing loud and horrible and had headphones in her head, in her ears. And literally, like, it was like she forgot what we told her and kept asking again. I'm like, Oh my God. She acted, she was purposefully not doing anything because my mom had told her that we lost the dog and asked her if she's seen the dog, and she said, what kind of a dog is it? I'm like, Mom, we already told this lady. This is the lady that works in the office. Why is she asking what kind of dog after we had already told her? This is just the stuff that, like, purposefully. I think that she did it on purpose. And what I really truly think about my dog, because my dog could have not gone anywhere that fast. There's like a fence all the way around, right? Besides the front. The fence, the like gates open. It's always open for people to drive in and out. There's no way she could have gotten anywhere that fast. I think they took my dog because they didn't want us to see how badly injured my dog was. So they took her. Because where else would my dog have went that fast? That quick? The fences don't even have holes in it except for that one right there, which has a hole there. The gate opened to the front, and then maybe over that way, I think there's a hole, but I'm not sure. There is no way my dog could have gotten anywhere that fast. And I think they took my dog because they didn't want us to see how badly injured my dog was. That's just my theory. Yeah, I think the pit bull owners took her. I think they took her. They probably dumped her somewhere, or they're keeping her. I really do think so because... Oh, and I'm going to tell you guys something that happened to me. Racism. We're going to get into that. So the next day, I'm outside, right? And obviously, I just keep thinking about my dog and I'm crying, whatever. So there's like two girls up top, like the balcony. There's like two girls. And so me and my mom are just standing outside because, in case we're like kind of like scouting the location, sort of, in case if we see my dog or see anything, because we don't know if she's injured. She could probably be fell down somewhere and is there because she's injured. So that's why we were outside. Obviously looking for my dog. So we're standing by the fence. I'm going that way. And all of a sudden, I hear someone yell down to me from the top balcony. I hear someone yell down, "Hello, monkey. Nice haircut." I don't know who you thought you was talking to. And you're lucky I didn't flip my camera on because I was going through something. My mind was like, I have to find my dog. My dog is missing. I could have flipped my camera on. I was about ready to say, you know what, I even told my brother, I said, if they say something to me again, I'm going to go off on them. I'm gonna go off because I'm very pissed off. I should have flipped my camera on and said, "Smile, you're on candid camera." Would have told them, "What'd you say? Say it again." Because I'm pretty sure they would have not said it again. They wouldn't have. Because the fact you had the audacity to say that to me, and I was like, I definitely know it was someone that probably knew me from online. You don't talk to anyone that way, especially not me. And people want to say racism doesn't exist. I had never heard anything like that. Well, I can't say I've never experienced racism but towards me? Like, I should have put them on blast because of my platform, right? I have a large platform. They're lucky I didn't plaster their face everywhere. They would have been canceled. I was like, I know she not talking to me. But my mind was like, I heard that and then I just like pushed it because, my dog is missing. Like, "Hello, monkey, nice haircut." I know you ain't talking to me. I said, if they say something to me again, it's over with. You don't talk to anybody. The fact that you said that open in public, you felt comfortable to say that. Your parents raised you poorly because the fact that you thrive off of racism. While I was going through the loss of looking for my dog, I was literally looking for my dog and literally so upset over that. And I literally thought they had took my dog because I thought these were people from the internet, because I could hear a dog upstairs kind of like by the room that sounded exactly like my dog. And it kind of made me question it a little, because I'm like, why would they say that? And I said, maybe they know me from TikTok, and maybe when the incident happened, because everything was happening at once, I said maybe they might have grabbed my dog, because, you know, all over the internet, people were posting that I abused my dog, and I thought maybe they were going to kidnap my dog, or that's what my mind is still thinking, like maybe someone kidnapped my dog and it won't give it back to me because, you know, of what's being posted on the internet. Like, oh, bro, like, I couldn't even. They're lucky I didn't plaster them all over the internet. I should have, but like I said, I was dealing with my dog and trying to figure that out. That I couldn't even like process, like, well, I processed it because I was like, that was racist. And mind you, this was a non-black, non-person of color. These were two white girls that felt comfortable in saying that to me. I was like, that is not acceptable. They were, I don't know. Hold on, guys.